My lovers, welcome to my channel, and today, as promised, I'm meant to do an ancestral clearing for you guys through the opening and clearing of your family tree. Now, I'm not sure what we're meant to clear today. All I know is I have to do it. So let's log in and let's see what we're going to be clearing today. Today, I don't think we're going to have an extended reading, but I don't know what is going to come out here. Okay? All right, so let's get into this. And certainly you can order your own family tree clearing, but today we're doing a collective family tree clearing, meaning the dominant energies among them around among the collective that we need to clear. All right, so Spirit, am I going to find the answer on this chart? Yes. And will it be on this side of the chart or this side of the chart? It's going to be on this side of the chart. And will it be on the inside of the chart or the outside of the chart? It's going to be on the inside, and we have anger. So we are clearing the energy of anger from your family tree. So somewhere in your family tree, there's this running issue of anger, and we're going to clear it. All right, so we need to get information because we want to see what is the genesis of it. Now, anger is just an emotion like everything else. Okay, but it's what we call a secondary emotion, meaning that there's always something that is underlying that, whether it's a feeling of being exploited, whether it is fear, and then it pops up as anger, a feeling of inequity, whatever it is. So we need to dig deep and see where this comes from. Now, we're not clearing the the emotion of anger. If this pops up, it means your family has an issue, has an anger issue, meaning the anger they express may be over the top, unjustified, or in some other cases, it might be at the other end of the spectrum where everything is held trapped inside. And we know what trapped emotions do. They go into our organs, they rearrange our nervous system, right? All right, so we want to know exactly what's happening. So we're going to do some research and then we're going to clear. All right, so join me as we do that. So let me get on to the family tree part of my thingy here. Okay, here it is. Opening and clearing the family tree. All right, so we're gonna for this particular modality, we first have to get the permission from your ancestors to open and clear your family tree, and we have to establish a grid of protection. So let's do that now. All right, so the first thing we're going to do, Spirit, we come before you asking that you establish a triple grid of protection around everybody that is watching this and claiming it for their family and everyone, and certainly me and the people that I love. We're asking Spirit to upgrade our spiritual support team and download onto them the wisdom, knowledge, experience, and the vibration that's necessary for this clearing today. We're also asking Spirit to render my ego to zero so that I don't allow my own thoughts, my own feelings to corrupt the information that needs to come through for you today, not just to clear what's here, but also just for your awareness, right? So you can do the 3D work after we've cleared the energy of it. And now we're going to ask the ancestors. Ancestors, please, I humbly ask permission to open up the collective, the family tree of the collective, on both their mother and father side, to investigate, clear, and heal the blocks for the intention of any kind of anger issues that might be affecting the collective and their family's well-being. We understand that everything is in perfect and loving order, and we will accept and respect if permission is not granted at this time. Yes, please, thank you. Yes, please, thank you. And now we ask, ancestors, do we have permission to open up this tree? Yes, we certainly do. All right, so what we're going to do, we're just going to keep asking to see which ancestors want to come through and give us information about this issue. We're going to collect the information and then we're going to clear. Okay, now Spirit, is there any ancestor from generations 1 to 4 that wants to come through and talk about this, whether they have passed or they are still with us in body? All right, will it be on the father side or the mother side? It is on the mother side. And who wants to come through mother side? We have your grandmother that is coming through. Okay, so your grandmother is coming through. Your grandmother on your mother's side is coming through here. All right. Now, we want to know with regard to anger issues, right? And there's issues of anger. What have you inherited from this grandmother? What has been passed on to you? What do you share with this grandmother? What are the similarities? All right, so let us go to chart 5, and we're asking, what do you share with your grandmother? All right, well, we have karma. So whatever lessons that remained unlearned during her lifetime, or even now, it looks like you're also helping her to transmute that for your family tree. So we have karma here. We're going to see karma related to what? What else is here? We also have partnerships. So your relationships in some way mirror those relationships of your grandmother. And what else? And your personality is also like your grandmother. We're going to see what? Anything else? No. All right. So we got karma, and we're going to see exactly what aspect of karma here. We have partnerships coming through. And we also have that your personality is like this grandmother. And I like when ancestors that we know or may have had the opportunity to know come through, because then we can see directly what Spirit is talking about. All right, so for karma, we're going to, well, let's start closer to home. Personality is one. Okay, exactly what about the personality? Okay, so it looks like your body shape is just like your grandmother. So something about that is playing into this whole anger issue. So we have body shape coming through for personality. And for partnerships, we have a lack of harmony in partnerships, also like a grandmother. And then for karma, right, whatever her addictions were, it looks like you inherited it. All right, so whether it's the shopping, whether it's the toxic relationships, whether it's food, whatever it is, lack of harmony in your relationships. So all this, it's really your grandmother's issues. And maybe she's been transmuting it for the tree anyway. And then your body shape. So something about your body shape also plays into this. All right. Are there any further entanglements or conflicts that you have gotten from this grandmother? Could you show us? Yes, there is. And what is it? We have miscarriage, abortion, or twins. Is it miscarriage, abortion, or twins? It's miscarriage. So a lot of you watching may have had a miscarriage. I think miscarriage means something. I'm going to get my book in a moment. But we're going to look at the spiritual meaning of miscarriage. All right. Anything else? No. Alrighty. All right. Now, when was this downloaded into your psyche? It was downloaded into in the month that you were born. So your birth month. And then, who are the other persons that also have these issues that are going to be cleared with this clearing? Okay, your twin flame is going to be cleared. Your parents are going to be cleared. Your aunts and uncles are going to be cleared. And that's it. So we have TF will be cleared. Aunts and uncles, parents. Are there any other blocks that you may have inherited from this grandmother? Any other blocks? Any other blocks? Yes. What are they? We have repetition or looping, right? So it feels like whatever you guys have been working out with regard to anger, right? And the lack of harmony in your relationships, body shape, addictions, okay? It feels like your whole family has been looping in these same cycles over and over and over and again. And as I told you, anger is a secondary emotion. So underneath that anger, right, there is some addiction, which suggests escape. And escape from what? Well, escape from trauma, right? So the real issue is trauma that may have happened that's been suppressed. So once it's not been dealt with, whatever is suppressed is going to be expressed in some sort of dysfunctional way, and it feels like it was expressed through anger. Then we have what else is underneath that anger? Lack of harmony in our partnerships, or partnerships are really working out, or partnerships really volatile, right? So again, maybe not feeling that you can express your feelings, or again, this issue being running in the undercurrent and then not really being dealt with. So again, you have these outbursts, and then there's something here about some sort of body image issue also coming through. Maybe feeling insecure about one's body, and again, not really dealing with that, and then lashing out or being defensive. Okay, now there's also miscarriage here. Let me get my book and let me find out what miscarriage means. 1 second. All right, this is my little Bible where this is concerned, right? It is the Metaphysical Anatomy by Yvette Rose. So let me just find out. I think she has it listed on the birth, if I'm not mistaken. So we have induced labor, natural twin, premature birth, umbilical cord, unwanted birth. Give me a second, guys. All right, let me put you on pause. 1 second. All right. So let's go here. So I finally found miscarriage, right? So we have here the onset of this condition might indicate that there are unresolved issues. So again, the lack of harmony in relationships. There are unresolved issues between the father and mother that need to be resolved before bigger decisions such as having a child can be made. Your partnership or miscarriage might be built on a rocky foundation, and if not dealt with your differences, one of the parents might not be ready to be a parent, or may have a fear of the responsibilities that come with having a child. Either parent may have experienced a difficult childhood themselves, making them doubt their ability to be a good parent. You know that history should never repeat itself. You do not know if you can control how your life will pan out. There's a great deal of pressure to the solution. Da, 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 da. Again, it's meant to provoke unresolved issues between you and your partner. Let me see what are the questions to be asked. Explore unresolved issues between you and your partner. Did you have a traumatic or unpleasant childhood? Has the miscarriage weakened the relationship or made it stronger? The timing may not be right. Body might be too toxic. Explore ancestral trauma. So as we said, underlying circumstances. Miscarriages might also be related to keeping the peace within a family. Explore the relationship with your mother and any unresolved anger. See, there's a link. And any unresolved anger, resentment, and feelings of suppression. So there's a link to anger as well. So it's a manifestation of unresolved issues, trauma, and especially anger related to one's mother. And that's an interesting link there. All right, so we said looping. All right, any other blocks that you may have inherited from this grandmother? Yes, and they're saying ancestral curses. Any other blocks? No. Can I ask Spirit, ancestral curses related to what issue? Will I find it on the inside or the outside? On the outside. And will it be on this side? On this side. We have on this side, and we have sexual abuse. Okay. So remember we talked about addictions, what's underlying the addictions, right? And we talked about there may be some sort of trauma. Well, it looks like trauma related to SA is what's coming through. And I did a clearing for you guys for that. Is it last week or 2 weeks ago? So you may want to go and look at that, right? So that is the underlying issue, and it looks like it's an ancestral issue. And we did an ancestral clearing for that. All right. Okay, so as far as spirit is concerned, what is the solution? And we have meditation, all right? So stillness, right? And there might be other meditations out there related to anger management, releasing of trauma. So maybe that can be something that you guys can look at. Anything else? No. All right, what is the gift that you're going to be receiving from this ancestor today? Can you show me? The gift of mysticism. Anything else? No. All right. So it feels like if you didn't know before, well, you know it now. Your ancestor, your grandmother, was very spiritually powerful, and it looks like they're passing on an upgrade to you today. All right. So we have enough information to clear what you're getting from your grandmother. So let us begin releasing that energy, the energy of anger. Okay. Spirit higher self, please clear and heal the collective family tree for the intention of removing all sorts of anger issues from the family tree. Clear the root, branches, twigs, leaves, trunk, the crown, and any dead flowers or rotten fruit. Replace the sadness, suffering, victimization, anger, frustration, fear as a result of the invisible loyalties that have been created to compensate for the lack of order and harmony in the collective family tree. Please heal, restore, and transform this tree into a healthy, luminous, loving, conscious, and joyful one where the order and harmony is felt every day. The collective feels protected, loved, and free. Yes, please, thank you. Yes, please, thank you. And now the collective is ready to receive from their grandmother the gift of mysticism. Grandmother, we receive this gift with respect and love. Spirit higher self, please download it into viewer's consciousness so that it might be manifested in a conscious way. Yes, please, thank you. Yes, please, thank you. Alrighty. Now let's see if there's any other ancestor from generations 1 to 4. So we got the information that grandmother left. All right, let's see if there's any other ancestor that wants to come through to talk about this anger issue. All right, anybody else wants to come through? Yes. Will it be on the father side or the mother side? This time it's on the father side, and it's your great grandfather coming through. Father side, great grandfather. Great grandfather. All right. All right, let's see what's going on. Now, what has been passed on to you? What are you helping this great grandfather transmute? Okay, let's see. All right, so we have karma yet again. So you're processing a lot of karma that's been unresolved through these people. Anything else? We have partnerships yet again. Anything else? No. So we have karma and partnerships. All right, what aspect of partnerships? And then we have a lack of harmony. Again, anything else? No. And what aspect of karma? We have phobias. So whatever he was fearful of, it looks like you have also inherited that. So we have karma. I'm going to see what kind of phobias. What fears? We have phobias. And then with farmers, with partnerships, I have to write it down because I'm not going to remember. We have lack of harmony again. So if you've been having a hard time in your relationships, it's not just something personal to you. There's also stuff coming from your mother's side and your grandma and your father's side. All right, let's have a look. It's not just about you. All right. Fears with regard to what? Am I going to find the answer on this chart? No. Am I going to find the answer on this chart? Yes. Will it be on this side or on this side? It's going to be on this side. And will it be on the outside or the inside? It's going to be on the outside. All right, so what is it? A fear of love, Lord Father. Well, that's a big block, isn't it? So this fear, it's a fear of love. Now, when you have that encoded, where are your intimate relationships going to go? A fear of love. All right. Now, let's see. Are there any other entanglements or conflicts that you're going to receive or you've received from this great-grandfather? Anything else? Yes. Could you show us what it is, please? We have a shameful secret. And it's saying transgenerational wound 6. A shameful secret. So everybody, when we have transgenerational wounds, it's every generation it's just been passed on. So it's happening to everybody and nobody's saying anything about it. Now, I am inclined to think that it might be the same sexual abuse thing that we cleared, but let me make sure for you, because if it's a phantom, it means that it is hidden from just about everybody. So it may not even be that. So there's something that the family does not know about. Well, individual members know, but the family as a collective is not acknowledging. Will I find it on this chart? Yes. Will I find it on this side? On this side. It's going to be on this side. And it's on the inside or the outside. It's going to be on the inside. And again, it's anger. It's anger. Everybody's hiding their anger. It's anger. So we come right back to anger. Yet again, a shameful secret. Or maybe what somebody's anger pushed them to do. All right, so we have shameful secret. And then we have anger. What else is there? Is there anything else? Yes. Could you show us what it is? We have incomplete grief. So I think we refer to that now as pathological grief or not grieving at all. So it could be either side of the spectrum. Pathological grief, where you just never get over it, and or it could be, as they say here, well, let's use back the term incomplete grief, where they've not grieved for something, even though something catastrophic happened to them, right? Stiff upper lip and they grin and bear it. Is there anything else? And again, remember we talked about trapped emotions and what that does to the body. Anything else? Yes. What else? We have an extramarital relationship. Right, so cheating. Anything else from this great grandfather? No. All right. When we do this clearing, who else has these energies that is also going to get a clearing, as well as you and your family tree? We have a twin flame. We have appearance. All right, twin flame and appearance alone. So your TF and the appearance will get a clearing. What are there any other blocks that you've inherited from this great grandfather? No other blocks. All right. And as far as spirit is concerned, what is the solution? You have to give your great grandfather a gift. All right, let's see what it is. And what gift do you need to give your great grandfather for this to be resolved? You have to give your great grandfather the gift of love. So the same thing they were afraid of is what you have to now send to them. All right. Gift, and it's a gift of love. Alrighty. And what gift are you receiving from this great-grandfather? Well, the gift of love again. Anything else? We have mysticism. Anything else? No. So you get a love and mysticism from this great-grandfather. Love and mysticism. Alrighty. Alright, so let's begin the clearing of these energies here now. Alright, so Spirit, Higher Self, please clear and heal the collective family tree for the intention of removing and addressing any anger issues. Okay, clear the root, right? The root of the anger, right? And we see that many things coming through here. Clear the root, branches, twigs, leaves, trunk, the crown, and any dead flowers or rotten fruit. There's something coming through, I'll tell you after. Replace the sadness, suffering, victimization, anger, frustration, and fear as a result of the invisible loyalties that have been created to compensate for the lack of order and harmony in the collective family tree. Please heal, restore, and transform this tree into a healthy, luminous, considering, conscious, loving, joyful, balanced, and peaceful one where the order and harmony are manifested every day. The collective feels protected, loved, and free. Yes, please, thank you. Yes, please, thank you. And now those viewing are ready to receive the gift of love and mysticism from this great-grandfather. Great-grandfather, we receive these gifts with respect and love. Spirit Higher Self, please download these gifts into our consciousness so that it might be manifested in a conscious way. Yes, please, thank you. Yes, please, thank you. And now your great-grandfather is ready to receive your gift of love. Your great-grandfather thanks you for this gift. Spirit Higher Self, please download this gift into his consciousness so that it might be manifested in a conscious way. Yes, please, thank you. Yes, please, thank you. As I was clearing what was coming through with the pathological or incomplete grief, the extramarital affair, or the extramarital relationship, and that fear of love, it feels like your great-grandfather carried a great deal of heartbreak throughout his lifetime and maybe into his relationships, and it stemmed from one relationship where their love may have died or their love may have gone with somebody else. So there was some sort of a loss there, and the unprocessed grief from that turned into anger, and that anger just kind of basically sabotaged all their future relationships. So that's what came through as I was doing that clearing there. All right, so we're gonna look now and see if there's anybody else that wants to give any other information that might help us clear this today. All right, is there anybody else? No. Now what we have to ask for now is what we call hidden ancestors. And these are ancestors that may have been ostracized by the family or were unheard, or overlooked, or even hidden, right? Secret relationships, that kind of thing. All right. Are there any hidden ancestors that want to come through? There are no hidden ancestors want to come through. All right. So it feels like this is the end of the clearing today. So what we're going to do, let us close the tree and thank our ancestors. Ancestors, thank you for allowing the opening of the ancestral tree. We honor and respect you as part of our path on this planet. You all represent the past. We represent the here and the now. You are free and we are free to live our best life with the best future that we can have. Yes, please. Thank you. Yes, please. Thank you. Alrighty. So guys, this brings us to the end of our clearing today. And before we close, we're just going to get some last bit of advice regard to this clearing from the ancestors. I feel that there's another message coming through though. I'll see. And we have feeling unwanted. And it's a card number 83, which reduces to 11. So this is some sort of karma here, right? And if you see everybody's kind of coupled up, and this person feeling left out in the cold or feeling abandoned. So that could be also like the root of any sort of anger issue as well. Let's see what advice they want to give us today. And we have the energy of delight. And that's about, being happy. Okay? All right, let me read what delight is about. Guys, what I'm going to do an extended read. I feel like there's something else that's coming through. And I'll do a message from the ancestors reading. Okay? But let me see what they want to see about delight here today. Let's see, card number 24. Delight. Yeah, so that's what I'll do for the extended. I'll do a message from the ancestors and see what they want to talk about. Because I feel like somebody wants to explain something here. All right. And I feel it's that great-grandfather. Delight is a quick joy that opens us and allows us to feel carefree and blessed. Where there's darkness, light has come. And it's interesting that that would come through today because we just had Halloween and Diwali last night, right? So the light and the shadow on the same night. The light quickly restores the flow and helps us to receive the goodness that life has to offer. It may be the one sweet moment of pure joy or something that charms us for weeks. Whenever the light shows up, it makes us happy, instantly transforming our world and bringing to us the fun and beauty of life. It both restores and nurtures us. Often delight might be an unexpected and original experience which somehow touches and opens us to genuine enjoyment and renewal. It is an exquisite surprise that we can later look back on and still find pleasure in. Delight is enjoyment at its best. Interpreting this card, what is happening or about to happen will be a pleasant surprise that brings a new level of excitement, a happy moment, a humorous joke, a joyous occasion, a notable achievement, a pleasurable victory, or a tender joining are all experiences that can bring delight. Delight speaks of a delectable and satisfying time. The chances are that you are in for a wonderful experience. Something rewarding is coming to you to please and enchant you in such a way that you will instantly feel uplifted and gratified. The lights can reopen the shared childlike exuberance and enthusiasm you once had. The light places you in good humor, restoring playfulness. Life is sneaking up on you to engage you and fill you with keen pleasure. You deserve this moment of enjoyment. So it feels like you're in for a pleasant surprise. Something that will instantly lift your spirits and make you look to the future, with anticipation and joy, right? Just embrace it. Don't second guess it. That's what I'm getting here today. All right. So in the extended, I'm going to do a message from the ancestors. And I think what we're going to be channeling, or who we're going to be channeling rather, is this great grandfather. Okay. Feels like there's a lot of things that they have on their chest that they feel like they need to say. So we're going to dig into that. Guys, thank you so much for being patient with me. I know it's a little long, but it had to be done. Take care.